at the end you can stick on during the kind of cool down and ask me then.
Yeah.
So we'll probably, let's see what time, we'll wait another minute or so to see if anyone else hops on. And if you ever have any questions throughout the workout, um, don't be afraid to just unmute and ask me.
For the vertical, can we also do running? The running vert?
For which one, sorry?
For the vertical test. We do
Oh,
running.
yeah. So all those tests that we sent out, that you if there's the one that you don't want to do, or if there's one that you can't do, you can replace it with something else as well. So those, they're not mandatory. Like, we really highly encourage doing them. And like, let's say if the vertical jump, if you can't set it up on your wall where you're able to measure that vertical jump, then yeah, you could do running, or yeah, you could do running jump as well if that's what you mean as an option. And then just make sure as you measure it, you just stay consistent. So if you measured your running approach jump, then next time just make sure you measure the same thing so you can compare the same.
Oh, for the jump, do we do like standing long jump or like running?
Oh, so for that one, that would be just a standing. So you're in the stable position, and then you'd use your arms to get the momentum and just jump forward. Um, because you
Okay, that
could as well, like, like the Olympic jumps, so you do the running long jump. You could do that technically as well. But what you want to focus on, because that carries a lot of momentum from your run, what you want to focus on with that jump is getting the power uh, from a standing position. Yeah, I think we're probably good to start now. I think most people are probably on. So I'll start the timer here, and you'll see how it works, and then we can get in a quick warm up. So as long as everyone can still hear me, we're gonna go into just going high knees first, and then we'll go to butt kicks. So starting out, you can start out a bit slow if you want to. Just go up and down, just get some good range of motion. You can always hug your knee in as well, and then we'll go into getting some speed in there as well. So just hugging the knee in, and then you can start adding in high knees. And again, this is just your warm up. So you're kind of getting a little bit more range of motion, getting the heart rate going. And then we'll go into butt kicks. So same thing, you can start by just pulling back your leg and going slowly, just holding it there for a couple seconds, back and forth. And then you'll start adding that speed in again. So then start adding speed for your butt kick. And then we'll repeat those two things you just did. So go back to doing the thigh huggers, high knees. So back to high knees, go around 15 seconds there. And then we'll go on to the butt kicks again one more time. So you can switch it up, go butt kicks. We'll go around 30 seconds, finishing off again. If you want to go slower, just grabbing your leg, just going back and forth, just like that. And then add the speed in. So what you're doing with the warm up, and just keep going with those butt kicks, high knees. While you're doing the warm-up, you're getting a deeper range of motion, kind of loosening up the muscles, and then you're also increasing the heart rate, getting the blood flowing. So then we're going to go into a side-to-side lunge. So wide stance with your legs, and then just go straight across. And just like you can kind of see, my chest is upright here. You don't want to be leaning forward like this or leaning too much on your leg. Try to keep the chest upright, and then you're going to feel it a lot more in your groin. So again, just slow and controlled. If you want to hang out there a little bit longer, kind of press into that one side. You can press into it, then switch sides, kind of just pulsing there. Just so you're releasing tension in the groin. And then just keep going, a couple more reps. And then we'll go into some squats. And there won't be too much lower body today, but again, it's good to get the blood flowing to your lower body. So squat, and then leg raise to the side. So try to get as much height to the side with the leg raise. And good depth with that squat. And we're just under 2 minutes here in the warm-up. And I'll kind of have a focus for each block that you're going to do as well. So going back to the side-to-side lunges that you were just doing, just do a couple more reps there. Just because after those squats, you might get a little bit deeper in that side lunge. And then we'll do a couple upper body ones here as well. So if you wanted to, you could always kind of rock back and forth, but we're going to go into arm circles. So forward arm circles, you're staying small. So your palms facing down, small circles, and then slowly just getting bigger until you make them as big as you can go. Then you can kind of feel it in your shoulders as well. If you get as much range and then let the arms swing down, then you're going to go palms facing upwards and you're going to make backwards circles. So backwards, small to start. And then just slightly bigger until you can get as big as you can go. And again, with those ones, it's almost like you can even get a little bit of a swing in there. As long as you're not throwing out your shoulder or anything, you're just kind of using the momentum, the weight of your arms there. So we'll get ready to get started into the first block. So if you wanted to grab a drink before we start, you can. You have a little bit of time here to do that. And then I'll explain how it's going to work. So the first one, I'm going to be focusing on the chest and shoulders. So this one you don't need weights in. We're going to start with push-ups. So it's 30 seconds of push-ups. So you can pace yourself through. You don't have to rush through too fast. And obviously, if you want, you can also go to your knees as well. But try to keep your toes up off the ground in your push-ups. Keep your elbows in tight. Elbows out to the side might hurt your shoulder. So going in just like that. Then we'll go plank reach. So you're going to hold a plank position just like this. Up on your hands. Reach forward, back down. Reach forward, back down. If you want, you can also tap your shoulder if it's a little bit easier. Another tip for plank, if you feel like you're dropping down, if you go wider stance with your legs, that'll help a little bit. Then your last one is going to be an up and down plank. So each one of these is 30 seconds, then you get 30 seconds rest. You're going to start in the plank position. You're going to go up to your hands, back down. Up to your hands, and then back down. If you need, you can always just hold the plank here if you hit a wall. So everyone will get ready to get started. Again, we'll start with push-ups, 30 seconds, and then we'll move to the next exercise. And then you'll have rest after those three. We'll do 3 rounds here. So everyone, push-ups to start, going in 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds of push-ups. So the timer should count right down. And again, pace yourself through. Take yourself slowly down, 1 second up. Slowly down, 1 second up. You're halfway. Just taking it slow. 5 seconds. Try to get one more rep in. 2 and 1. So plank and reach. So bring your hands close together. That'll help you. Just reaching forward. Alternating arms. So run 10 seconds. Again, if you need to, wider stance with the legs to help your balance. We're going to go down to the elbows, back up to palms. 2 and 1. Down to elbows. Take a second, back up. Down to elbows. Make sure you get up with your right one time, get up with your left. Keep that core tight the whole time. Almost there, 15 seconds. If you hit a wall, if you feel like you can't get up, just hold that plank remainder of time. So you're always keeping that core active. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees down. Take a quick recovery. We got 2 more. So during this recovery time, again, each one will be 30 seconds. Have a chance to grab a drink if you need it. And we'll do the same thing again 2 more times. And you might have to pace yourself through this as well. If you need to drop down to your knees, that's fine, as long as you keep moving. 3, 2, and 1. Next round. Past halfway through those push-ups. Keep it going. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Plank, reaching forward. Remember, if you need to, wider stance with the feet, but arms, hands closer together. Should start to feel that core kind of shaking to keep you in place. Feel those shoulders burning. Get ready to switch, going up and down. 2 and 1. 30 seconds. Down to the elbows, up to palms. Nice work, keep it going. Last 10. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. So we'll do one more round. Grab a drink. And again, if you ever hit a wall where you can't get up, you always drop to your knees. And don't be worried about not dropping to your knees, that's fine. As long as you're still getting that push, as long as you're still holding the plank. Last round. 2 and 1. Last one. Hit those push-ups. Remember, slow reps down, 1 second up. Slowly down, 1 second. We're past halfway. Keep it going. In 3, 2, and 1. Quick second. Get right back to it. Wide stance. Hit the reach. Halfway, 15. Going palms to elbows. 2 and 1. Last round here. Finish it strong. Again, if you hit that wall, hold your plank. Keep pushing, everyone. You're halfway, 15. And again, if you hit that wall, just keep that core tight. 3, 2, and 1. There was nice work. Got a tough round to start off there. So grab a drink. We'll go into your next set. In this round coming up, you're going to switch it up, go to some triceps in a little bit. Kind of a plank work still, but I'll show you how it works in a second. So grab a drink. And if you have weights, you could always do a tricep extension here. So I have some plates here. You're going to go 20 seconds tricep extension. So you could always go overhead with your weights like that. Or if you have a bench or something, you can go on the end of a table or a bench. Actually, sorry, I'll angle it so you can actually see. And then you're going to dip and back up, dip and back up. So that's your first exercise where it says triceps. And then plank, squat jack. It's a little bit of a different exercise than what you might be used to, but you're going to start in your plank, same kind of position that you were just in with all those other planks, but you're going to hop forward. So your legs hopping forward, outside of your, and then you're going to come forward with your hands. Back to plank, forward with your hands. If you want to, you can also step up and then come to plank, or come to your squat, and then go back to plank. So if everyone has their weights or their bench set up, you can always do dips on the end of a set of stairs as well. Then we'll get into this next round.
Do we have to like stand when we're doing like the tricep things?
No, you don't have to stand. If you go on if you go on your knees, as long as you keep your chest upright, so you don't want to fall forward. You want to keep upright position. So like right now, I'm on my knees, but I'm keeping a good posture.
All right, thank you.
Coach,
Sorry.
I was wondering, like, for the tricep one, is the overhead or the dips harder?
I say so. As long as you're getting good depth, the dips are pretty challenging, especially to go for 20 seconds. But if you have heavy weight, or if you're able to bring it right as far down as you can, depending on what your weight is. What weights do you have? Do you have heavier weights?
I got 15-pound dumbbells.
You try it with the 15. Even if you grab 2 15s, you could do it as well, or grab the one on each side.
Okay.
You could always try, because we have 3 rounds here as well. You could try both if you want as well, because you're still hitting that same muscle group.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So everyone will get started. Everyone ready for your triceps? Again, go dips on the edge of the stairs or table, or you go tricep extension. 3, 2, and 1. First round. Remember, you want to get all the way past 90 degrees with the extension. Keep the elbows in tight, so if they start going to the side, force them to bring in close. And then we'll go right into that plank jack. In 2, and 1. So drop down a plank, hop forward. Plank, hop forward, hands facing. So in that ready stance, almost like you're going to catch a pass, but you're staying low the whole time. Nice work. 2, and 1. So quick 20-second rest. Grab your weights again. Get ready on your bench. And we'll go right back to it. So again, short rounds, 20 seconds. So try to get a quick transition. 3, 2, and 1. Hit those extensions. Hit the dips. Again, if you're doing dips, try to get all the way down. Press back up. So as far as you can. In 2, and 1. Drop that weight to the side. Hit the squat jack. Try to get right into it. Hold that plank. Bring the feet right up outside the legs. Challenging exercise there to balance as you come up, but it's going to work those quick twitch muscle fibers that get you more balance. Take your recovery. So just one last round here, and then we'll switch it up. We'll go into some Tabata, so I'll show you how that works in a second. Triceps one last time. So again, hit those triceps, elbows in tight. Same thing with the dips. Bring the elbows in tight to the side. You really want to feel yourself. Squeeze that arm straight. Feel that tricep get contracted. So last round, 20 seconds plank jack. And if you have a couple more reps in you, you can push past to a couple extra ones. We're done in 2 and 1. You know, give some extra time there, just finishing off last few reps. So again, that round was a little bit more focused on the triceps, but still working the shoulders from that plank position. So we'll go into your Tabata, and the way that Tabata works is a type of high intensity interval training. So it's going to be an overhead crunch, 20 seconds, then rest for 10 seconds. We'll do that 5 times. So then we'll go into the next exercise. So you see on the timer 14:20 remaining. So it's a longer round, but we're going to switch up the exercise every 5 intervals. So the way the overhead crunch works, and in between each one, I'll show you what they are. If you want, you can grab a weight. Otherwise, you can do it just body weight. So I'm having just a small weight here, just 10 pounds, going all the way overhead, and then you're going to crunch in. All the way overhead and crunch in. Challenging if you keep your heels from touching the ground. So when your legs are all the way out, see my heels aren't touching the ground, it's going to keep your core active the whole time. So it's a little bit more challenging if you add a weight as well. Even if it's just a small, because you're reaching overhead, it's going to keep the lats engaged, going to keep your core tight as well.
Do you mind showing what we're doing again?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'll show you.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. So it's just the overhead crunch. You're going to lie flat, arms overhead, and then tuck in. Lie flat, and then tuck in. So I'm bringing my shoulders up for that crunch as well. So again, we'll go 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Going in 3, 2, and 1. First round. Remember, you got 20 seconds. You're doing more work than your rest ratio. That's what you get for your interval training. Almost there. 2, and 1. Quick recovery. Yeah, it's only 10-second rest, then we're getting right back to it. 2, and 1. Next round, right back into it. Full extension, crunch in. Full extension, crunch in. Nice work, seeing lots of you get some good height with that crunch as well. Try to get the back up off the ground. 2, and 1. And I'll try to join in with a couple rounds here as well. So next one, again, 20 seconds. 2, and 1. Past halfway, 5 to go. Couple more reps. And recover. So we got 2 more rounds to finish it off. Then you get a little bit longer rest. Hit that round now. Remember, just as important as the crunch is the extension. Try to make yourself as long as you can with your arms and legs. And recovery. So one last round. Finish it off just how you started. Finish strong. 2, and 1. One more go. Five seconds, couple more. And recovery. So we got a little bit longer rest here. You got 40 seconds. If you need to grab a quick drink, you can. I'm going to demonstrate your next round as well. So tuck jumps, just like it says, you're going to tuck your knees up as you go into the jump. So standing straight, you're going to tuck up and tuck up. So try to get a little bit of depth, kind of bounce up, come down slowly, bounce up. Always getting the knees as up as high as you can. If you need to as well, you can go squat, knee crunch, squat, knee crunch. And that's an option there. So we'll get ready to go right into that round. Get a little bit more power here. 3, 2, and 1. Tuck jumps, 20 seconds. Remember to bring those knees up. Even if you're doing the squat to knee raise, still getting power in the legs. And take that recovery. So again, with jumping, even when you're going in a game, it's tough to keep on jumping. Challenge yourself as far as you can go. Hit the squats if you need. Next round. Halfway already, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and recovery. So next round, 2 and 1. Right back to it again if you need to. Squat down, crunch. Squat down, crunch. Otherwise, keep going with those tucks. Halfway, 10 seconds. 2, and recover. Second last round. In 2 and 1. Bring it right back. Remember, if you're hitting those squats, you can go a little bit wider stance with your legs as well, get a little deeper. In 3, 2, recovery. Just one more to go. Then we'll switch up the exercise. And again, we'll have 40 seconds. So last round, finish strong. Like seeing lots of good jumps still, getting some good power. Remember, half the reason why you're getting lots of height is because you're driving the knees. In 2, and so you got 40 seconds. Remember, grab a drink. I might give you a little bit more rest here as we go into the scissor kicks. So scissor kicks, what you're gonna do is lie flat again, and then this time, slight crunch with your shoulders, hands to the side, and you're going over, under with your legs. If you need to, you can slightly bend your knees as well. So if you bend your knees a little bit and do the same thing, it's a little bit easier. But otherwise, try to keep the legs as straight as you can. If you want to as well, actually here, let me pause the time. If you want to hold a weight, it gives it a little bit more challenge. You just hold it straight overhead. So you go straight overhead like that, and then go into your scissor kicks back and forth. So that adds a little bit of shoulder stability if you're holding a weight overhead. Otherwise, the movement your legs are doing is just over and back, just like that. So we'll get ready to hit that first round. As soon as I hit play, we'll get right into it. So everyone ready for scissor kicks? 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds. We're just moving the legs back and forth. And this will be challenge that core. 3, 2, and 1. So if you feel like, let's say if you felt that round was a little easier, try to lock your knees out, make your legs as straight as you can. Next round, go. Past half. 3, 2, your recovery. Going into that next round, 20 seconds, and go. Nice job adding that weight. Remember, in basketball, even you notice the quickest players, they're the ones that have a strong core. 2, and recovery. So that's a lot of the focus of today's workout. Lots on core. It gives you that first quick step. 2, and 1. Scissor kicks. Keep it going. Because anytime you try to change direction, if you try to fake out your defender, the first thing that contracts is your core. 3, 2, and so everyone, nice work. We're almost there. Just one more round. Finish it off strong. Last one. Halfway 10. And take your rest. 40 seconds again. Grab a drink. A couple deep breaths in through the nose. And exhale. Your next exercise, we're going to go on to burpees. Another way you can do burpees, if you have dumbbells, what you can do, or even just a weight, instead of jumping at the top, there's actually here, I'll pause the time again so I can show you guys the option. So regular burpee, you're just going to jump up, come down, push up, come back up, and jump. If you want to add some weight, what you can do, even if it's just a small weight, or you can grab 2, you have your weight lying there on the ground. You're going to go into your push-up. Same thing, you jump up, but you grab your weight and you press it overhead, come back down, and then go back to your push-up. So instead of jumping, you would press a weight overhead if that's what you want to do for that option. Otherwise, just regular burpees. So I'm going to start the time back up. We'll have 10 seconds. If you have the weights, you can grab them. Otherwise, we're going right into it. So in 10 seconds. Remember, if you're using weights, you don't have to add the jump. Just use some power and thrust overhead. 2, and 1. 20 seconds burpee. Two, and go. So next round, keep pushing hard. 2, and 1. 20 seconds. Past halfway. Few more reps. So we're mixing in these quick kind of jumping power movements. Getting a little bit more challenging with that core. So keep it going. Back to those burpees. Hit one more rep. 2, and 3. So everyone, I know you're working hard, pushing through lots of reps here. Just 2 more rounds. Take that now. And we just got one more exercise with these sets of 5 after this. 10 seconds. 2, and we're going. So it's going to be your last round of burpees for the day. Just push to that finish line. Get some good exercise on those jumps. 20 seconds, go. Finish strong. Nice job getting those push-ups, still getting all the way to the ground. Got 5 seconds, time for a couple more. Rest. So everyone, quick drink. Power sit-up, just like it sounds, it's just a regular sit-up, but you're adding in the power. So it's your last round of 5. You're gonna lie flat, your knees bent, and you can use power from your arms. So usually with a sit-up, you wouldn't want to use power to get the momentum, but for this one, you want to use your arms, swing up as fast as you can, slowly back down. Swing up as fast as you can, and then slowly back. So we got 10 seconds. This one again, it's all about core, power, and explosiveness. So get up as fast as you can. 2, and it's 1. Power sit-up. So again, lots of power, slowly down. Lots of power each time. 5 seconds, couple more. Take that rest.
Coach, can we use a weight?
Yeah, if you
Put
want
it
to use your
overhead.
weight to add a little bit extra, you can do that as well. Just make sure if you're using weight, just keep getting that power. So bring that weight quickly overhead because that's what you're going for here. Remember what I said about the core and quickness? It's the first thing to contract when you go to change direction. 2, and recovery. Just make sure you're always letting yourself down slowly. Reset, power back up. Next round, 20 seconds. So everyone, we're in the last minute now of that Tabata, second last round here. Finish strong. Five seconds, couple more. 10 seconds rest. Just one more to go. So last 20. Oh. Nice job getting some good speed on the way up. Good power there. Already past half. And everyone. You kind of stretch with the core a bit, can raise overhead, kind of go side to side with your arms. Just stretch out in between. Grab a drink, and we'll go into your last few rounds. So these last couple ones, or 3 rounds, sorry, are going to be a little bit shorter than that last one. That was your longest. So there'll be 3 exercises in this one here, and this is where you can use some weights as well. So your low row, what it is you're grabbing your weights, and you can go pretty heavy here, but basically you're gonna hinge over. So if you can see, my back is pretty flat. I don't wanna be rolled over here. So if I have to bend my knees, that's fine as well. I'm gonna grab my weights, I'm gonna row up and back down. So you're pinching your shoulders, and you can see my elbows are going straight up and back down. So try to challenge as heavy as you can with your weights. And again, if you need to grab a backpack and throw in some textbooks or some water bottles, you can do that as well. If you have resistance bands, you just step on the band and pull it up. So that's the way that one works with your low row. And then your Y raise. So that same position that you were just in, you're going to try to hold it. So you're going to drop your weights down, and then you're going to go make a Y and back down. So I'll come forward so you can see a bit better. Making a Y with your arms, coming back down. Make a Y. So the muscle group you're actually trying to focus on is just behind the shoulders, just in between the shoulder blades. So just like that. And then your last one, actually, let me double check with the last exercise. Oh yeah, swimmer. So you're gonna come down to the ground. you're gonna lie down flat, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go arms and legs just alternating just like that. If you want to change it up as well, you can go both at the same time and go into a back extension like that. So everyone grab your weights.
Or what was the second one?
Oh, second one is just a Y raise. So it's the same position as the low row, except you're gonna go make a Y with your arms and then back down. If you have really light weights, you can do that with a lightweight, but just after doing the low row, it's gonna be tough to go right into that Y raise. So don't worry if you just have body weight for that one as well.
How much weight is good?
For the low row,
Yeah.
try to go as heavy as you can because you got your 20 seconds, right? Or sorry, 30 seconds. So even if you go slowly, but as heavy as you can go, it's not like a fast rep exercise. You're trying to really pull it up, slowly down.
Can you
So
show the first one real quick?
yeah, sure. So actually, even if I'll show it with if I have one weight. So let's say if I have just one weight, you're gonna keep it close. You're gonna drop it down, row up, drop it down. So even if you have like a backpack, you can grab on either side, row up, just like that. And honestly, it's like try to go as heavy as you can with your weights here, as long as you're keeping your back flat, because it's more of a strength exercise. So we'll get ready to go. We'll start that timer. Remember, low row, Y raise, swimmer at the end. In 2 and 1. So everyone hit that low row. You're past halfway now. Remember, drive those elbows behind you towards the ceiling. A couple more, then we're going to drop the weights. Drop your weights down, and then you go right into your Y raise. So same position, just like you had before. You're trying to make your back as flat as you can. Make a Y. Slowly down. Slowly back down. You're past halfway. So really try to pinch those shoulder blades back at the top. Keep a good posture. Gonna drop down, go to swimmers. 2 and 1. So remember your swimmer. You're going flat, alternating arms and legs, or you can also go into an extension. So you're raising the chest up off the ground. So we're really focusing on the back here. 10 seconds. In 2 and 1. Drop those swimmers down. You've got 30 seconds rest. So get those heavy weights ready again. Also, another actual quick option if you want, instead of the low row, depending on how much weight you have, you could also do a bicep curl, or you can replace the swimmer with a bicep curl if you want as well, just so you get a little bit of bicep work in there as well. So next round, back to that low row. 2 and 1. Grab your weights. And if you have a slight bend in the knees, that's actually a good thing as well, because it gets you a little bit lower to the ground. It allows you to keep your back as flat as you can. Nice work, lots of good weights there. Last few seconds, 2 and 1. Hit the Y, so drop those weights down, or use, again, really light weights. Go straight up, back down. So a lot of what we're working here is that lower back strength, able to keep that position for a long period of time. So when you're on the court defending, you're not going to get fatigued and let your man beat you. So drop down to swimmers, or again, option, you can go bicep curl or down to that swimmer. Just depending on what weights you have. 10 seconds. And hit that recovery. So everyone gonna go.
For the first one, how should your form be like your back specifically? Like,
So for your back, like what you're trying to do is actually, it's hard to see my back, but I'm pinching my shoulder blades back. So imagine as if there's like something in between your spine that you're trying to pinch at the back. So try to keep it flat and then pinch back slowly down. And pinch back.
all right, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So it's all about kind of correcting kind of that posture that makes your shoulders roll forward. You want to strengthen the back. Open up the chest. And after this, we got one more round here. Then we're going to hit a little bit of core just to finish off. And then we'll be done. And right into Y raise. So drop the weights a little bit lighter if you have to. Remember, you still want to be at that same position. You want to have your back flat. And if you can, make it parallel to the ground. So if the ground's flat, if you can make your back that flat, that's the most ideal position to be in. I know it's tough too because everyone's tight. 3, 2, and 1. Drop down to swimmer or hit those bicep curls. It's your second last round here.
Oh my god, it stopped. Look at this though. Look at, oh my god, it's working again.
Under 10. And quick rest. So we're almost there, just one more round here. And again, just like I said, there's just a couple rounds of core. And then we'll be done. So again, lots of the focus here is about strength, doing slow and controlled reps. So last 90 seconds in this round, just grab those weights again for your low row. And to finish off strong. 2, and 1. Last round, 30 seconds. Nope. Past halfway. Got 10 to go. Again, right into that Y raise. In 3, 2, 1. Drop the weights. Hit the Y. And if you feel that fatigue starting in the lower back, go a little bit lower. Stick your butt back. So you get a little bit more into a squat position while you're doing this. Got 10 seconds, and we'll hit swimmers or biceps one more time. 3, 2, and 1. Last round. Remember, whatever you put into this, that's what you're going to get out of it. So push out a couple more reps. This is where you get those strength gains in that last round. 10 seconds. 3, 2, and recovery. So you can drop down the weights. We're done with them for now. We're going to go into the next round, and we'll do this pretty quickly because we're going to go right into core. So it's a single leg reach. We're just doing 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds other side. So the single leg reach, you're going to come down into the crunch position. You're going to bend one leg, other one straight, and you're just going to reach up, back down. Reach up, back down. So you're going up as high as you can. Then we'll just switch legs. So if you need a quick drink, grab that now. Otherwise, get right into that crunch position. And I'll give you a few seconds here, then we'll get into it.
Coach, is this our last round?
We got one more after this. So we got 3.5
Alright,
minutes with these, and then we'll do 3.5 minutes, one more core.
Okay.
So everyone, single leg reach. We'll get ready to go in 3, 2, and 1. So one leg up straight, and then reach up as high as you can. This one you should be feeling it kind of right up, right underneath the rib cage. Got 10 seconds. And switch legs. So everyone, nice work. Keep pushing. Past halfway. Five seconds, couple more. 2, and 1. And actually, we're only going to do one more round of these as well because I actually made a mistake. They were supposed to be 20 seconds long, but I put them 30 on the timer. So we'll just do one more round each. Then we'll
Coach,
yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I did this before. Like, can you like grab your leg then reach, or should we just straight reach?
Yeah, timer. If you leg and kind of climb up your leg, that's fine as well, as long as you're activating core, because you don't want to use too much of your arms there. And I know what you mean, because that one exercise, if you kind of grab behind your knee, like up your leg and then reach, up your leg, reach, as long as you're getting that reach and using your core to get there. But you can, yeah, you can grab your leg. So everyone ready? We're going to go one more round, 30 seconds each. Then we'll hit your last round of core. Just change up the exercises. 3, 2, and 1. You know, try to keep an eye. Most people just, yeah, if you climb up your leg, as long as you're using the power from the core, or the strength from the core. Under 10 seconds, so we'll switch legs and finish it off. 3, 2, and switch legs. Last 30. Try to get up as high as you can. Let yourself down slowly, almost there. Halfway, 15. Three, 2, and recover. So everyone lie back. If you grab your water, you can do that, and we'll go into the last round. This one we'll do the 3 rounds, 30 seconds. So we're gonna go Russian twist and bicycle. So Russian twist, you can grab a weight. If you don't have weight, that's fine. You can do it just body weight as well. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your legs, your heels up off the ground, hold that position. So you're trying to hold that V set. You're gonna grab your weight, you're gonna go side to side. So twist, twist. If you need to, you can drop your heels, but just make sure that you're leaning back. It's gonna be too easy if you sit up straight. So make sure you lean back, add the challenge by raising the heels. So 30 seconds Russian twist, then your bicycle. So you're gonna lie flat, hands behind your ears, and then twisting your opposite elbow, goes to your opposite knee, and just crunching back and forth, just like that. So we'll go right into this last round, so we can finish off just in time. Got 3.5 minutes, so 30 seconds each. So get ready with that Russian twist.
What are we doing again?
Sorry?
Can you show us again what we're doing?
Oh yeah, sorry. Russian twist, you're gonna, actually here, I'll try to angle my camera better. So your legs are up off the ground, and then you're twisting one side, and even if you tap the ground, you can tap the ground on the other side. Just twist back and forth, and make it more challenging. You can grab a weight and tap the floor with the weight. Is everyone ready to go? 30 seconds, and then we'll go right into bicycle, 30-second rest. So everyone hit that now. Russian twist. Try to keep those heels up off the ground, core active, under 10. We'll go right into bicycle. 2 and 1. So lie back, elbows in, and just tap your knees, going back and forth. If you can't get to your knee, that's fine as well, as long as you're getting that twist side to side. Remember, just alternating back and forth. And recovery. So quick break, 20 seconds, and we'll get back to it.
Can you show the bicycle one time real quick?
Yeah, sure. So a bicycle, you're lying back, your elbow goes to your knee, back down flat. Elbow goes to knee, and then you can add, once you get the movement, you can add a little bit more speed.
All right, thank you.
All right, perfect. So Russian twist, right back to it. Everyone, second last round. So make sure you push right to that finish line. Try to keep those heels floating. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and bite. So again, you're bringing your elbow to your knee, lying back flat. Elbow to knee, lying back flat each time. Under 10, you got 5. And 2. And drop it down. At the end of this last 15 seconds of rest, you only got 1 minute to go to complete this workout. I know everyone's working hard. You've made it this far. So just push it out right to that finish line. Whatever you've got left for those reps. 3, 2, and 1. Last one. Add a little bit of speed to those Russian twists. Try to tap the ground each time. Ten seconds. And last exercise of the day, bicycle one more time. 2, and 1. Finish strong. Hit that bicycle. Ten seconds. 3, 2, and 1. So everyone, nice work. Pushing hard right to the end there. You can relax there, kind of lie back, stretch out your core a bit. And if you have to head out, if you're busy tonight, great work coming out. Otherwise, I'll do a little quick stretch for you guys as well, so you can kind of release the tension. So I'll just stop sharing my screen as well. And then we can get into a little stretch here. So what you can do for stretching, just going overhead for your triceps. So you grab onto your elbow here and pull back on the arm. So you're trying to feel that stretch all the way down the side there. If you want, you can also lean away. And then just switch sides. Hold it for around 20 to 30 seconds. and then switching sides, go to the other arm. Just because remember, all the way at the beginning of the workout, doing some tricep work there. Jackson, sorry, I missed your message on the chat. I didn't get a notification, but I'll keep that in mind for next time as well for any and for anyone who have and I'll give you some options. You can go across the body to stretch out the shoulder. If you want to twist a little bit, you can as well. And then switching sides. Again, you guys can keep holding those stretches. But if you have any questions about either any of the workouts or the fitness assessments as well, you can always unmute yourself and ask that now. Otherwise, if you ask,
the last workout where you have to put like the ears and then touch the knees with your elbow. Yeah. Which one is that like affecting? Like which one is that hitting?
So it's right with your core here. You want to be kind of getting the side of your core here. So that's why it's important to get the twist in, because then you get the crunch on that side. So when you meet your knee, you're getting the crunch on the side.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, no worries. And if you're not feeling it where you're supposed to be, you can always change up the exercise as well, because everyone also has like different bodies, different ways that their muscles work, just slightly different from everyone else.
Coach, I had a question about the fitness assessment.
Yeah.
So like, I was wondering, are you supposed to do it like all in one day, or do you like get better results if you do one every day?
Technically, you would get better results if you split it up, and if you do that, like if you split it up and do, let's say if you did two, maybe the plank hold and the wall sit one day, just make sure next time you do it, maybe take note of it that you did those two in the day, and then the next time you do it, just make sure you do those same two again.
Okay.
Because yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I just had a question. Like, this doesn't really relate to the workout, but like, do you know any stretches for like shin splints? Because I've been really like I can't go on runs or anything. It hurts a lot.
Yeah, here, I'll show you one now. And actually, one good thing to do is if you have even a tennis ball, you can kind of roll it into your shin. And it'll hurt a little bit because the area that you're rolling it in is the front of the shin here. So you can just roll a ball right there. And yeah, especially with shin splints, they're really sore. So it's going to hurt, but it's going to help in the long run. But the stretch you can do is if you tilt your foot down and away. So my ankle's facing the ground here. You're just kind of pressing into the ground there. So it's the opposite of like what you do for a calf stretch. You just tilt your foot and then get the stretch right in the front there. Could you see that one?
Yeah, just to step in here, guys, too. So the reason we're doing the fitness thing is so that the trainers can see where you're kind of at, but also I know it's a lockdown. You got nothing going on, so you can see what other people on your team are type of doing and where they're at, so that you're middle of the pack. You want to catch up. You got to put some work in. That's the bottom line, right? So just make sure you try and get those done by Sunday, and then get them in the thing, because how often do you say we were going to do them though, Erec? How often? Just kind of touch base to see where they're at, right? How often would you say?
For the fitness assessment, you probably want to do it maybe every 3 to 4 weeks, like maybe once a month. But if you wanted to do it more often, you could. Like there's no like nothing hurts doing it more often, but you just might not see as
it could get discouraging, right? Because the whole thing is if you did it next week and you only saw like you maybe decreased by a little bit or only increased by a little bit, that's why you just keep working. Again, if you're only coming out doing it once a week, you ain't going to see results, okay? You got to buy in and do the stuff if you want to see results. That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll see usually better results if you like obviously if you went for 3 weeks of tough hard work and then you came back to the test, you would probably see more results if you did it maybe a week and a half later because your body doesn't have time to even make those adaptations and get stronger. So maybe at least 3 to 4 weeks between your tests.
Nice hair, Dom.
Coach, I have a question. How many times do you suggest we do it, like every week?
For the workouts?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is we're going to be running the Zoom classes. I think it's 4 times a week, and twice a week will be me on the Thursday, Friday. So if you're coming out to those, it's a pretty good, like getting workouts 4 times a week for like 1 hour. I would say it would be enough, especially at you guys' ages. You're all like growing, so you don't want to overdo it too much. But I know everyone's at home, so it's something to help motivate everyone. And get working out. So like 3 to 4 usually is what I recommend for people working out per week.
Yeah, because again, it's going to change. Like this is the last week of our original lockdown. So after this week, the schedule's going to change just a little bit. The same times mostly and all that, guys. But you'll see that I'll put the new stuff out to the coaches, or we'll put it in the hedge and all that. So it'll change a little bit, right? So one day, yeah, well, I'm going to figure a plan out. So I'll put it in there, guys, and just be watching for that, right? So.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any other questions or?
All right. Thanks.
No,
Eric.
thank you.
Yeah. So like again, if you happen to miss stuff, guys, I'm putting the stuff up on YouTube so that you can go in there and see what we've done and all that, so that you can try to keep doing it on your own if you had something happen that day. So just keep working, guys. Man, you'll see results. Like just stay positive and just keep going.
Yes, coach.
Okay, thanks, coach.
All right. Thanks everyone for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks for working hard today.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, coach.
Thanks, coach.